Okay. Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us, whether this is live or sometime in the future. We've been stuck and we've made these fish tacos a couple times. And so I'm going to go upstairs and be performing, improvising some music while my dad, Mitch, is going to guide you guys through the recipe. And then you can scale up or down for however many people you have, whatever. But enjoy. And my sister Claire will also be helping.
All right. Well, here we go. Just to kind of give a little bit of an introduction to what we're doing today before everything gets started with the music and all that stuff. Is we're going to make mahi tacos. You make these either with mahi or with ahi tuna. And today we're going to use ahi tuna. So right here, boom, ahi tuna, already ready to go. You can get that at the store, or whatever. You have the recipe. Recipe is going to make everything pretty easy. We've been we're pretty basic around here, so we just like simple things. So this is going to be a combination of the mahi tacos. We're going to have a Mexican black bean, so we're just black beans in a can, and we'll season them up to make them taste really good. And then we're going to make our own tortillas, so that'll be, you can buy this maseca flour at most grocery stores, or at least that's just kind of always looks like that. And you'll get all those ingredients. These are all things that you can super easily get any place you want to get them. The fish tacos have a sauce on them, which is great. It's like a seasoned sauce. It's really tasty. And they have like a cabbage slaw that sits on top of it. And then you can kind of serve that with the beans. And then the fresh corn tortillas are really incredible. So we've found this recipe online that's super good. There's so many great recipes online now that you can find. You just have to go through and test the ones until you find one that's super good for you that works. So we'll crank this out, and we're going to be eating this tonight, so we're excited about it. Nathan has his music that he'll play in the background. We always have music playing. Usually he's the curator of the music anyway, so he finds something and plays it for us, but tonight it's actually him. So appreciate all of that. And we don't know what we're doing. Just lay that out there up front. We don't make food videos ever. So here we are, recording what we do. And Claire, wave Claire. Hello. Claire's going to help. She's the hand on the side. Make sure that we have our computer turned so we can Zoom call this thing, and also make sure we have the right ingredients out as we're getting started. So all right, let's take a look at this first of all. So we're going to do this because it's a little bit easier for us to do it. A lot of times we grill our fish, but because we're using ahi, which is a little bit fragile, we're going to cook it in a cast iron pan. So Claire's going to get a cast iron pan out that we'll use today for this to cook the tuna that we'll use for our tacos. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to get kind of the fish ready. The fish has a couple of different things in it. We put it, you kind of have them skinless. One of the most important things about it is to dry it off. If it's not dry, the seasoning won't stick to it. And so we're going to prepare some of this seasoning and put that on there, and then we'll add that on to the mahi so that that'll kind of soak in and flavor them while we're getting ready. So we'll have Nathan play a little bit of music while we're going through the process of finding everything. We'll talk every once in a while, but we're not going to talk a lot. So you'll see us moving around a lot, and we'll try to move the camera so you can see what's going on. All right. Okay, so let's make the marinade and getting that. So here's what we need for our marinade. We're going to just kind of make a little marinade for the fish here, and it tells you exactly what to do. And so we'll mix everything into this big bowl and put the fish in the bowl with that. So again, I've gotten all the excess water off of it already, and so we'll go ahead and put the fish in the bowl. And then we're going to get some of these seasonings together for the mahi. You want to go ahead and grab those for us, Claire, and then we'll put those in here. All right, so Nathan play music yet? Okay, so let's see. Fish is in here. This ahi tuna looks great. Look at this. Beautiful stuff. Looks good. Ahi tuna, I think it was this right here at the grocery store, even during the coronavirus. We're good with that. Okay, so we need chili powder. Let's move this so you can kind of see. We're just doing regular seasonings here. A lot of this stuff just comes right out of the cabinets, dry stuff that we're going to put on here. So here's the mahi stuff for the, is that for the the mahi. We need to make sure we have the. I'll get this part. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get everything out for the mahi. So we need a little bit of chili powder. We won't talk all the way through this. We'll let the music carry on while we're selecting things. But everything that's on the instructions that it says to put for the marinade, we're going to mix those up in a bowl, and then we'll go ahead and get that ready to put on the tuna. Okay. Chili powder. I mix everything up in a bowl before we put it on there just to make sure it's all incorporated. What's that? I'll bring everything over here? Okay. Here we go. So make sure that you can kind of see what we're doing here. We're going to bring it all over. So that was the 4 teaspoons of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of cumin, and add that in there. Okay, we need some smoked paprika. So I don't know if she bought smoked paprika or if we have it. So here's the other thing, is that if you don't have the smoked paprika, regular paprika will work just fine. It just doesn't have the smoky flavor, which kind of adds a little something to it. So. Okay, we don't have smoked paprika, so we're just going to use Spanish paprika, and it just calls for a teaspoon of that. While we're looking for the onion powder, I'm going to go ahead and now put the garlic powder in there. You don't have onion, you can use that. Another thing that we'll sometimes do if I don't have the onion powder, we'll just get some this dried minced onion, and I'll put it in here and do a little mash up of that, and that'll work just fine. Okay, so we need kosher salt. Salt. Okay, so we'll put in here also a teaspoon of kosher salt. It's interesting, so many different kinds of salt. Kosher salt is really nice. It's called for a lot of times, so make sure you have some of that. 2 tablespoons of lime juice. So we have fresh limes, that's usually best. Okay, so I just turned that minced onion into onion powder, so we're good to go. 3 tablespoons of olive oil. tablespoons of lime juice. Teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper. Processor out or the something that we can input Chipotle. Maybe the avocado in for the avocado lime slaw. So that's to put in the food processor. We can just use the handheld one, right? Okay, so this is either done with a fork or done with a little food processor or something, just to kind of mix together mayo, avocado, cilantro, garlic, lime juice. You can see that on the instructions. It says pulse until completely blended. So we can take once we mix them all together, take the little pulser and mix that up. Okay, now we've got everything mixed together here and it's on the fish. So we're gonna set those aside and let that just soak in. Everything's on there. Put that aside. So next thing. So where's our mayo? So we'll put all of our mayo. So we're gonna make this avocado lime slaw, get that together, and then we're gonna mix everything up, get our black beans on and cooking as well. Let's go ahead and get these a pan together for the beans. We'll get a can of beans out here. The first thing we need to do here with these beans is we want to put the olive oil and put the onions in and get those clear. Oh, let's see, we need half a cup of chopped onion, so saved out a little bit of that seasoning for the fish for later to put a sprinkle on there before we cook it. Okay, so we need one avocado for got that. And looks good there. Half a cup of chopped onions. Olive oil in here. Your garlic over here. 3/4 of garlic. Alright, so that oil is hot, so we'll put some. It should be in there. Garlic. Okay, so while the fish is marinating, we're getting the beans ready by cooking the onions. Onions have to go light. And then we'll put in the garlic. And just, garlic comes in second after the onions so they don't burn. Just long enough for that to get clear. Okay, so we're not going to drain the beans, so we've got liquid in there. And so we're going to add those once that gets clear with the cilantro, cumin, and the salt. I put the salt in actually with the onions. I think it wicks out some of the moisture and really allows them to get clear quickly. So we'll just go ahead and not put extra in there. So we want to do a quarter cup of the chopped cilantro, so fresh is always better. Some of that, about a quarter cup of that. Really, whatever your taste is. People like a little bit less, so I'm going to do a little bit less because not everybody here likes a bunch of cilantro. But it really does add good flavor. The more you chop it, the more flavor comes out of it. Probably using a little less than a quarter of a cup. Simply the taste of the flavor. The rest of that's in the recipe right now. They start to smell it as you chop it. Smell it as you chop it. And a teaspoon of this cumin. Ready? I'm going to go ahead and pour those beans in now that those are clear. Okay, so now we got to start blending up everything to make the slaw and the aioli. Okay, so instructions here. Half a cup of the mint. Ooh, what's in here? Is he making something else with that? Okay. Can you chop me an avocado? Or give me an avocado? Okay, so let's put that. We're getting avocado, the cilantro. So for this one, half a cup of cilantro. Again, we're not going to use as much as it calls for because the family likes it, but not that much. A quarter of a cup. Now 2 cloves on this one. There's a lot of garlic in tonight's dinner. So instead of a real blender, we're going to just use a little chopper grinder here. Tablespoons of lime juice, I need another lime. Oh, that's okay. It's got seasoning on it. It'll give it a little flavor. Okay, so 1 fresh jalapeno gourd, pickled, and chopped. Take the seeds out. Much of this white off of there as possible. She's called pepper. Okay, so we've got that. Now we need to cut up some more slaw. So we need to buy slaw mix, but we just decided to get some of our own cabbage. Cut that up. Set that saw aside. Okay, so now we need to make this chipotle aioli, which is okay. Half a cup of mayo again. So let's get our mayo out. Where's our half cup thing? Get that mayo handy. Cup of mayo, and then we're going to need 2 cloves of garlic minced, and a teaspoon of lime juice, so a little more lime. Cloves of garlic. It's a lot of garlic. It says add more for increased heat, a regular chili powder. Let's add a little bit more and pinch it kosher. With a little more heat. There we go with the yellow. Okay, so now we got to get the aioli ready. Boom. Claw. Fish. Go. Let's clean up a little bit. Beans off of the heat. A little while. I'm going to keep a little bit of this cilantro over here for garnish. Now we're going to make our corn tortillas. Get those ready. Get the dough ready so that it's going to be cooking here while we're getting ready to get the fish on. So we're getting close now. Just have to mix this up. Okay, so now we need to create our tortillas. So we wiped everything down a little bit so we have another working space. Now, typically I'll do this in a couple different places and there'll be a few of us making them, but right now it's not that way. We need 1.5 cups of this flour. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Clean this off. It's dry. Okay, so now we need 1/2 cup of hot water. I'll mix. I'm not gonna put all of it in there, but we're gonna slowly pour it in while we mix it. Just making enough tortillas for dinner tonight. You won't use all of that, just, yeah, incorporated. While we're doing this, there's my plug-in griddle. I'll plug in the griddle and get that hot, as hot as it'll go, really, or if you use one of these griddles, unless you're doing them on cast iron. These griddles are nice because you can do a lot of more in one time. And then we'll get our tortilla press out. Get close. That consistency, want a little bit more. Give me a towel to put the hot one in. A little bit about golf ball size. Now, if you don't have a tortilla press, you can use 2 plates and push them together. Just use a Ziploc bag cut in half. This is a Ziploc bag cut in half. A couple of pieces of plastic so it doesn't stick. You can measure these out by weight as well. The ladies in Mexico won't do that. We won't do that. Form these into a ball. not everybody in our family likes corn tortillas, so also use flour. Make about 8. So 2 per person that eats corn. Last bit's a little dry. You come and help me cook these. First one right there should be about done. starts to steam, then you gotta flip it. This one starts to curl a tiny bit. So you get a little bit of weight. Okay. Now we got to get our pan heated up for the fish. Tortillas have to go inside the towel so that they'll continue to steam and get soft and stay soft. And then we're going to get ready for our mahi. Grill that. So high heat cast iron, and see the temperature here. We'll get ready to grill that. We'll get this hot. The beans, I'm going to put them now on just kind of a warm, just to keep them warm. Stir them one more time. Our beans look like. Can I move the camera so we can see the fish? Can I just take the sun charger off of there, right? Want to help me real quick? Okay, we're going to move over just so you can see the fish being grilled. Okay, so
that in for about 4 minutes on each side. There you go, 5, just because this is on the second side, just to make sure, because it's tuna steak here, they're a little bit thicker. Alright, so we'll set the table and get ready. I'm going to set the table and get things out for everybody. We're not using all of this spice, we'll rinse that out. When we get done with these, we'll cut them into little pieces so that it's the right size to put in the tacos, and then we can put everything else on there. Maybe a little cheese would be good with this, just a little bit of the white cheese. It's usually best. The Mexican cheese is even better with the crumble. And I'm going to do a little bit of lime over this while we're, up the rest of that line. A little bit more. Okay. So it's starting to turn color there on the sides and on the bottom. Make sure it releases well. I like a crispy edge on the fish. Crisp up and not overcooked. A lot of people who like tuna want it not cooked so much, but in the tacos, usually use mahi, so it should be fine as long as it's not overcooked. Pretty good. It's kind of flaky in the middle. These smaller pieces off. Go ahead and put them off. Good. Okay, so there's the fish, ready to be cut up for the tacos. I hit them just a little bit more of this lime. Turn the heat off. Okay. There you go. A little bit of lime, a little bit of heat. Okay, Claire, you want to bring the camera over here? All right, so we don't want to take too much more time here. Oh, we don't want to take too much more time here. I'm going to show you everything that we've got. We'll kind of bring this all around to see everything finished and ready to be for people to eat here in just a minute. Okay. So what we've got here is the fish. So it's ready to put that. So we'll put that on near the tortillas. I'll show you those. Those are starting to get soft inside there. So they can be, fish can be put on those. There's a little bit of the aioli mayo, the chipotle. There's the slaw that goes on top of the fish. The beans either go on the side or on the fish. A little bit of cilantro to sprinkle on the top, and then a tiny bit of the extra seasoning. If people want it to be a little spicier, they can put that on the taco. And then we'll have some flour tortillas to go along with this, and then some of the Mexican cheese, white cheese, crumbly cheese to go with that as well. And there you have it.